Assalamu alaikum. Hope that you are fit and fine by the grace of Almighty Allah to having a good afternoon time. Actually, I am also very fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. My dear student and my dear viewers, actually, after a long time, I have came to in front of this mobile camera. My dear viewers and listener, you know that actually this time is very suitable for making video class and making practicing English spoken. Actually, we know that English is important language in our daily life, and not only important but also it is our international language all over the country. My dear student, as well as the international language, English is the official language all over the country. My dear students and viewers, actually this is our important ambition that we will must learn English spoken here and there. My dear viewers and my dear listener, just I want to say that how much important the English learning spoken in our daily life. Actually, I cannot describe about in this matter. My dear viewers, those who are watching my video, just I have a small request to you. If you listen my English spoken, actually it has many reason to you, because I think that you are very interested to learning English spoken. For that reason, all time we have to say and we have to speak and we have to practice here and there. My dear students and my dear viewers, just I want to say that English is very essential in our daily life, and we know that most of the students of our country, they they want to pass in the examination only because they do not know how to speak in English spoken here and there. For that reason, they want only pass in the examination, but they have no ambition, fixed ambition that I will must learn English spoken here and there. All of my students and my viewers, those who are watching my video, just it this video will be very helpful in your life if you want to be a good speaker, if you want to be a good teacher, and if you want to be a good doctor in future. My dear student, at first there are any kinds of profession you have need to English spoken, because without knowing English you cannot improve in your daily life. For that reason we have to know English first. Okay, my dear viewers, for that reason actually English is very necessary for in our daily life. Suppose you want to go to abroad, so at first you have to communicate twice with other for learning English spoken. Okay, my dear students and my dear viewers, thus it is the practicing of my mobile camera. For that reason now I am trying to speak in English in this mobile camera. For that reason, all of my students, in that way you have to search about the English spoken and you have to try about English spoken. If you try daily, so that I think you can speak in English here and there. My dear students, we know that there are many kinds of students in our village. They are actually good students, but they cannot speak in English. All of my dear students, English is spoken if you want to learn, so that at first you have to create a good environment. And I know that a good environment is a very important for learning English spoken. For that reason, all time we have to say we have to uh, speak in English here and there. For that reason, we have need to a good environment in our daily life. Okay, my dear student, it is the very important issue and it is the very part of our learning English spoken. For that reason, at first you have to choose the good place. You have to choose a good friend, those who can speak in English. Okay, my dear student, if you find out a good friend, if you find out a good partnership, if you find out a good man for learning English spoken, so that your speak will be very fluently and your speak is very nice. For that reason, at first you have to find out a good teacher or find out good coaching center or you find out a good environment. Okay, we know that environment is very important and environment is very must need for learning English spoken, because English spoken will be very easy when you will find out a good environment and good teacher, a good friend. it will be very helpful in your daily life. My dear students and my dear viewers, and you know that just I am trying to speak in English here and there. For that reason, it is my greatest ambition that I will must learn English spoken. It is my greatest ambition, and it is my greatest dream that I will must learn English spoken one day. Okay. For that reason, my dear students, daily I try to English spoken here and there. My dear students, actually, if you want to speak in English, so that at first you have to choose a good subject. Okay, my dear student, if you want to say about your daily routine, so that at first you have to say that I get up early in the morning and I go to my washroom and I brush my teeth. Okay, brush my teeth and and I make ablution. Then I go to mosque. Okay, then I go to mosque and I say my morning prayer with Zamat. Actually, after saying Fajr prayer or morning prayer, I sit at the mosque and I and I speak. There are many kinds of beads. Okay, my dear students, uh, in that way you have to try speaking English here and there. If you speak in English your daily routine, so that it will be very helpful in your daily life, because I know that at first you have to say about your own self, my dear students, because about your introduce is very important to learning English spoken. Because uh, if you want to introduce to any place, so that at first you have to know English. Okay, my dear student, knowing English is very very important, and knowing English, yeah, there are many kinds of job you will get very easily. Okay, for that reason, at first you have known to English here and there. My dear students, just there are many kinds of talk, and at first you have to remove your shameless, because shameless is a very obstacle to English in spoken. My dear student, for that all time you have keep in mind for always time that shameless must be you have to remove. Okay, okay, thank you, my dear students. It is the very important issue that, and we know that there are many kinds of students in our village and in our country. They cannot speak in English only for shameless. Okay, and we know that, and we say that shameless is very very obstacle to English learning is spoken. For that reason, all time you have to ready to remove your shameless. My dear student, shameless is a very obstacle to learning English is spoken. For that reason, all time you don't think about it, this matter, and you don't feel about the boring of the English grammatical rule. It is the very important obstacle to in your English spoken. My dear students and my dear viewers, just I want to say that it is the very important things if you want to learn English spoken, so that you have to keep away the grammatical rules from your head. Okay, my dear student, if you know, and at first you have to know there are many kinds of vocabulary, because vocabulary how so important cannot I cannot describe about in this matter in the mobile camera. My dear student, those who are watching my video, just I want to say that it is the very important issue that and it is the very important element for learning English spoken. Okay, my dear viewers and my dear listener, at first if you know more vocabulary, so that your English speak will be very easy, and you can find out there are many kinds of word when you will talk English spoken. Okay, my dear student, if you do not know about the vocabulary, so that when you will speak in English, then you will do not find out there are many kinds of what whatever you need. Okay, my dear students and my dear viewers, for that reason, at first I think that the knowing English is most important the vocabulary. For that reason, actually we read English book daily, and there are many kinds of vocabulary in the English book. For that reason, at first you find out there are many kinds important vocabulary. If you find out this important vocabulary, so that you have to note down in your khata, and you have to memorize this meaning of the word. Okay, if you if you memorize this meaning of this word, so that next time this word, that word will be very help you when you will speak in English. My dear student, for that reason just I want to say that English, for in learning English spoken vocabulary, how so important in our daily life. Actually, we cannot describe about in this matter. Okay, my dear student, all time you have to keep in mind, and you have to uh, you have to very conscious about in this matter. My dear student, actually I have talked more in this video class. For that reason, everybody don't think too much. Just I have actually I have there are kinds of mistakes in my video and in my spoken. For that reason, everybody don't think too much about in this matter. Just I am practicing. My dear student, if you find out there are many kinds of sentence, so that everybody please send your comment and send your advice for me. Okay, my dear students and my dear viewers or my dear audience, just I want to say and I want to tell about in this matter that at first you have to say English spoken whatever you like. Okay, it is the very important in our daily life. My dear student, if you want to learn English spoken, so that you have to say English here and there only for 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 10 minutes, or 15 minutes. You have to try regularly. When you will try to regularly speak in English, so that I think that at a time you will be speaking English very fluently. For that reason, I am trying to speak in English here and there, and actually it will be very easy for my life when I will when I get a good man, those who can speak in English. My dear student, actually who know that there are many kinds of students in our village, but they cannot speak in English. For that reason, this speaking English it will be very difficult for me because I am alone. If I get a good companion, if I get a good student, or if I get a good teacher to communicate, there are many kinds of things. There are many kinds of things in our daily life in English, so that English English spoken is very clearly, and English spoken is very easy for me. Okay, for that reason, actually you know that I live in the village. Actually, this village name is Bahirmadi Madhopara, which is located under the Philip Nagar, Dolupur, Kustia. Okay, my dear student, actually you know that Bahirmadi village is very calm village and very beautiful village, and here most of the people are uh, very active their works, and we know that most of the people are very educated, and they are very conscious about their children for learning English spoken. But actually before 10 years or 10 years or 15 years, man actually was not so conscious about in this matter. But at this moment I take care, and at this moment I seek our village, and I have found out that there are many kinds of students, and such as a person who are farmers. Actually, they are very conscious about the English spoken. Okay, and they send their student, they send their child to their many kinds of coaching center for learning English spoken. And actually, you know that my dear students and my dear viewers, already I have a coaching center. My coaching center name is Shivul sir. My coaching center name is Eureka Coaching Center. Actually, which is located by Hirmati Madhopara, Daulatpur, Kustia. Okay, and actually you know that I have already opened my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel name is Shivul sir English Academy, and you know that actually I have uploaded about 100 video in my channel. Okay, my dear student and my dear viewers, actually if you want to watch my video, so that at first you have to go channel. My channel name is Shivul sir English Academy. My dear student, if you want to search in online, so that you will can get my channel very easily. Okay, and you can get this channel very easily, and you can learn. There are many kinds of things of my to see my video. Okay, my dear student, actually there are many kinds of video already I have uploaded in my channel. all of my students and all of my viewers, just I want to say about in this matter, and I have already 100 video of my uploaded of my channel. Actually, there are many kinds of guardians and there are many kinds of students. They have told me that, oh sir, oh my dear sir, please send me your video class. Okay, for that reason, I make there are many kinds of video only for them and only for my students and only for you if you think. Okay, my dear student, at first if at first you have to keep in mind for all this time when you want to learn English spoken, so that at first you have to listen. At first you have to listen whatever a speaker says. Okay, my dear student, it is a very important issue because we know that listening how much important in our daily life for learning English spoken. Actually, I cannot describe about in this matter. Okay, my dear student, at first you have to learn and at first you have to listen. There are many kinds of sentence when a speaker will say in front of you. Okay, my dear student, all time you have keep in mind and you have try to speak from your mouth. And if you want to say something in English, so that at first you have to follow the speaker who can speak in English freely here and there. My dear student, and then you have to find out there are some grammatical rule in your spoken, because if you want to be a good teacher, if you want to be a good lecturer, if you want to be a good speaker in English, so that at first you have to follow the grammatical rules. Okay, without grammatical rules, man cannot speak in English here and there, and it will be very difficult for him. Okay, for my dear student, for that reason, just I have advice only for you, that you know when that if you want to be a good teacher, if you want to be a good speaker, and if you want to learn English spoken very clearly, so that at first you have to follow the grammatical rules here and there. Okay, my dear student, it is a very important issue and it is a very important subject and it is a very important matter for you, my dear student. Actually, we are ready to speak in English, but we don't know about the English grammar. We don't know about the tense. Actually, we don't know about the voice article, and there are many kinds of parts of the English grammar. Okay, my dear student, some of rules of English grammar you have to know when you will know some of English grammar, so that English spoken will be very easy for you. Okay, my dear student, it is a very important issue and it is a very important matter, because if you want to be a good lecturer, if you want to be a good teacher. Okay, my dear students, just I want to say that when if you want to be a good teacher, uh, so that when you will enter the classroom, at first you have to say at first you have to say in English to your students. Okay, that means there are many kinds of uh, vocabulary, there are many kinds of English word. You have to use your English spoken. Okay, my dear student, in that way and in this way, if you learn according to this rule, so that at a time you will must learn English spoken here and there, and actually you can not find out that there are many kinds of mumble in your mouth. Okay, for that reason, my dear student, you have to say here and there. For that reason, you have to here and there, and actually you know that just I am standing I am standing in my dispensary. Actually, you can see there are many kinds of medicine, my left side and my right side and my behind. Okay, my dear student, this is my a new dispensary, and this is the homeo dispensary. Okay, my dear student, actually I am a student of homeopathy. My college name is Kustia Homeopathic Medical College. Actually, I am a student of this institute. My dear students, actually my second term exam will be start about will be start probably the month of December. My dear student, actually I have talked more about in this matter, and for that reason my video will be longer. Everybody, please don't think too much. I am examining of my second year, my dear students and my dear viewers, those who are watching my videos. Just I have a small request to you. This is my practicing English spoken in the mobile camera. For that reason, everybody, if you get there are many kinds of privation, please don't think too much and please forgive me and please about in this matter about this matter everybody will be help me, okay. My dear student, I pray for you, I pray for you, everybody stay well and fits, stay well and fits, and everybody please pray for me, if I if so that I can prosper in my life for learning English is okay. Thank you so much. Okay, everybody stay well. Bye bye. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.